Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Grim 86 Freedom First Podcast, episode number 8 for you guys. I'm Chris.
I'm Johnny Doe, and be excellent to each other. And party on, dude.
I'm Kenny.
I'm Jamie. Thank you guys again for joining us. We're going to kick it off a little bit of free talk before we get into the serious stuff. I believe Kenny was going to start us off today.
Yeah.
So my free talk
Chitty chitty bang bang
is about what happened in Las Vegas with the officer and the 2 attempted murder suspects.
cops.
Yeah, this is a fucking gnarly video.
Polices.
I'm going to go ahead and pull that up real quick. Let me find my...
Pull it.
So
Okay.
it was what was this? It was in Vegas.
Yeah, it was in Vegas.
Okay.
We got a small issue here.
Oh,
where
shit.
the screen
So what were these
is
guys
not-
wanted? Why were they running to begin with?
Attempted murder.
Attempted on just a regular person, or
No, on
They
an
robbed
actual
somebody?
police officer.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But there was a total of
There we go.
35 shots
It's cool. We can cut
sent from the guys and 31 from the cop. So a total of 76 shots or 66 shots were fired during this
Damn.
chase.
You guys ready for this
Yeah.
one? Okay. So I'll try. I'm going to put the volume down pretty low, but it's probably still going to echo just a little bit. But anyway,
Alright.
here we go.
it. Fire away.
Yeah,
pun
fucking
intended.
literally.
As you can see, he's already shot through his windshield. Oh, well, now we're
No.
back. We're back.
Yeah, they like jumped the gun a little bit on
Yeah.
that, and then it went back to the beginning. This was a fucking crazy video. This guy straight up cowboyed the shit out of this.
Yeah, he did.
So wow, this is not the one we just watched, is it? Like this is like,
I don't think
oh
so.
yeah, I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know. I feel like they went right into the shooting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this has
Last
all
one.
kinds of like.
This has added. But this is the one.
bullshit.
This is some build up. Oh, out the
Oh,
window.
There
Nope.
it goes. Nope. Changed
Right
his
here.
mind. Right here. There you go. The
There
first
it
5
is.
shots.
Now we get fun.
Yeah. So I like how they're like, it doesn't shatter the glass. It makes precise holes. Yeah, it's fucking safety glass.
Oh, he's dry.
Worst mag change in
Yep.
history.
Oh, backwards. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
It's all right. Adrenaline levels probably through the fucking
Oh, yeah,
roof.
no
Yeah,
shit.
I can't even
Yeah,
imagine.
For sure.
I probably would have got it in backwards and still tried to drive
Should
it
have
home.
done
like
attack
fucking-
reload right there, brah.
Jesus.
So, thank God nobody was hurt. Innocent bystanders or anything like
yeah,
that.
shooting while you're driving. That's
Right,
pretty fucking
yeah.
stupid.
But the 2 guys did get arrested. They weren't shot or anything, so horrible shooting.
I thought one of them died.
No.
Oh,
No, nobody died.
that's good.
Yeah. So they were apprehended. So I found this story I first found it on Instagram and then on Facebook. Somebody posted it. Thank you, Johnny. But there's a police officer that I follow on Instagram that's down in LA, and he was just saying that there's a lot of people that are like already complaining that the cop shouldn't have just fired. He should have just let the guys go. But these 2 dudes are already wanted for murder. So
Yeah, before the
even
shooting.
before the
Yeah,
shooting
yeah,
took
yeah.
place, they were running because they killed people. So
Which is why they shot at the cop.
yeah, that's why they shot at the cop. But the chief backed up his officer. The officer followed the letter of their law, so it's called FOU, which I think it's like field operating something manual that the police department has. He was saying to know your FOU before you would do anything like that. He said because he is a supervisor now, he sees both sides from
Mhm.
like a point of being like the officer during this chase, and then like they call a risk assessment for the supervisor to be like, okay, like what is the risk to the department? What is it going to be to this officer? So say like one of the bullets deflected and
You're
hit
talking about for being weapons free, basically.
right, for
Okay.
him being
Yeah.
weapons free.
Yeah.
So if a bullet deflected and hit a little girl that was playing in the front yard, then the cop would be sued for, injuring the little girl or whatever.
Mhm.
Even if it was one of the assailant's bullets because he fired back, which is crazy. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
So they're not even protected. There's no immunity there for them whatsoever.
Well, no, it all depends. So in Vegas, their FOU says that they can do exactly what he did, which was fire through his car's windshield in pursuit of a murder suspect that was firing at him first. So it's pretty crazy.
Interesting video though.
I think that
fun,
went that
fun
like,
to watch.
In my opinion, that kind of went down as good as it could have. Nobody got hurt.
For what it was, yeah.
Sad that firearm had to be deployed, but I mean, it's a fight fire with fire kind of a scenario at that point, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't have done that. I would have fucking pit and maneuvered the fuck out of that guy and then shot the fuck out of him.
But you see in the video,
I don't think the cop was able to get close.
Yeah,
enough to hit
if
him.
you see in the video, his car wasn't able to get close enough to the SUV until the last minute, and then he kind of tapped it, and that's when they crashed into the wall.
Just shooting in city streets is a little bit that's a little crazy for me.
So that kind of goes, for me, that goes beyond like my I should know what's in front of my target.
Yeah, always know what's
kind
in
of a thing.
front, behind your target.
Yeah, it kind of goes a little bit. Have you? So speaking of not being able to pit maneuver, but maybe if they were able to get close enough, because he did get close enough at some point. Have you guys seen that that like tether device that's made of those yellow nylon straps that they drive up and they just cinch it up underneath?
Yeah,
the tires?
It goes under the back wheels.
Yeah, that was an awesome pursuit ender.
They had those, and then they also had those things that shot out like the electric prongs into the car and supposed to deactivate the car. I don't know if whatever came of those either.
I think that was all deemed unsafe.
Yeah. Well, shooting a Glock out the car was a little unsafe too.
So I got a comment on his reload there. Like, that's the reason why we train, right? You train, you train. That way, whenever you are in a situation like that, it comes naturally. You don't have to think about it. And he did a really good job of getting it in there and then realizing he made a malfunction and then he flipped it around and he corrected it.
Okay, so how you had your hands right now is the correct way to load your weapon.
Well, yeah, see, he switched hands, right? And he was holding
he had his whole entire firearm like facing sideways.
Yeah.
But he was also, you have to think too, he was shooting it with his right hand and then he was holding it with his left hand and feeding his mag in with his right hand.
He probably placed his magazines the wrong way.
Backwards, yeah. That's what I was going to say.
You always make sure your magazines are the way that you load.
When they came out and he went to put it in, it was already backwards.
Yeah, right.
But I'm also saying too, is he fed it with his wrong hand. He did not feed it with his
he was holding it with his left hand. He was shooting with his right hand, and then he was feeding with his right also.
Yeah, but the problem with that is because he was sitting down instead of him, because the door's right there, and you don't want it to hit the A pillar or the B pillar or whatever it is.
Fucking amateurs, I tell you.
I think what he did too was he had his magazines on
the
his
right side. Right.
And he should have had them on his left side.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And who knows? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really don't.
Still, only seconds got it reloaded though. Nonetheless,
exactly.
He did a really great job. Shit.
And I don't know.
He could have dropped it. That would have been way worse.
I also don't know.
I definitely probably would have dropped it.
That's what I'm saying. Like so the only experience that any of us have is doing that. We're out at the range. We're shooting against steel targets, whatever. Nothing's shooting back at us.
To be honest with you, I would have rammed their fucking SUV
smashed it. Boom.
I was kind of surprised there was no hashtag long gun deployed.
Yeah. Those are like locked into the. And he didn't have enough time to do that. Hey, for what he did though.
Just saying.
But for what he did,
obviously
I give him
was
credit.
an operator as fuck though.
No, definitely not.
But he did fair. He's alive.
I say those guys are wanted for murder. Any means necessary. Any means necessary.
Yeah, that brings to the video of the guy that was wanted for murder, and the one cop just ran him down with his car.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. Well, I know there's a more recent one too. I've seen another lady get run over by the police. Like it's almost like they forget as if that they are humans that can also be charged with vehicular manslaughter. Like it's like holy shit. But then again, they use every way to justify it.
Yeah.
They use every way to justify it by saying, "Oh, that person had a gun; they were dangerous."
Right.
So I had to use my weapon, which was just my patrol car at the time, and fucking run them over.
I don't know. I would have ran them fools over. I'm sorry.
Well, they were in a car. They had a fucking chance. You could have smashed the car.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, that was different. I don't know. Using that seems a little
excessive.
A little excessive to me.
To run
just a wee
down?
bit.
Yeah, but hey, that's me though. I don't know. What do I know?
Fuck that. You shoot at me, I'm running your ass
Hashtag
down.
Blue Waffle. Look it up.
Listen, I'm not a cop loving bootlicker by any means, but like I said, that guy.
What do you mean, you people?
Killed somebody.
Yeah. I know what Chris means.
Any means necessary
no,
to
so
take
do
him
I.
down.
Yeah. He should have rocket launched the fuck out of it.
Fuck yeah, dude. America. Freedom.
All right. So does anybody else have a free talk?
Oh, yeah. we
all
do.
over his ass.
All right. Well, while Jamie's looking up whatever it is he's looking up over there, probably the washing machine thing.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that one.
It's kinda cool.
That's this guy here.
Oh, really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
On Sunday, Shark Week starts.
Oh, Shark Week.
Just to let you know.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Shark Week. Okay, so we'll talk about this one here because this kind of goes along the same like kick that I've had. Johnny was the one who actually pulled this up, but I'm going to talk about it kind of like on our prepper / sustainable energy thing that we do. We have wind turbines. We had all those kinds of things that you could take. Turbines you can take out with you into the field, or you could potentially use them in a crisis situation. And this is actually, without further ado, this is a little foot powered washing machine that you can use to wash your clothes.
So one of my friends that's in Florida, she said that she could have used this during the hurricanes and stuff. So, and here in California, if we had a big earthquake or whatever and stuff's out, hey man, you want clean clothes? The last thing you want to be doing is walking around all stanky, right? I don't want to have this fucking stanky ass.
It's a modern luxury that will add quality of life. Yeah,
it's better than a washboard and a bar of soap and a bucket.
There's a Indian kid who basically made...
I saw that video before.
Did you?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Who made one of these things.
Yeah. There's a couple other different brands that make things like this, too. There's one that has like a wheel that you can turn it, but this one's pretty legit.
It can only hold 5 pounds of clothing?
Yeah.
No, shit.
Well, you have to... For Kenny, he has to wash his pants.
Right.
And then his shirt.
That would be a pair of pants and some
and then
socks.
his dirty drawers.
I don't wear drawers.
Oh, man.
Free ball.
So anyways, I think it's a pretty cool little tool. Like if you guys have power outages or...
And it was only $239.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Was it 2.5 gallons of water? So
it takes about 10 minutes
not
to do
too
a load.
bad. Yeah, 10 minutes for a load. You got
10-minute workout.
Yeah.
Boom.
Switch legs at the 5-minute mark.
Right.
Yeah. Got to keep those calves even.
Okay, so
pretty cool.
Don't skip leg day.
Keeping with the free topic here, and kind of along the same lines, I like to prep. I have certain things that I have a go bag, I have stuff ready to go to grab. What, in your guys' opinion, what are the most important things to have in your go bag?
I would go with definitely having
water.
Well, yeah, but I mean, mostly like my go bag usually is mostly has the boo-boo kit, has the Band-Aids, those kind of basic things, the Advil, because my go bag is more of like a get-home bag, so it's a real short-term base. Like if I have to walk X amount of miles to back to my place or something like that.
Right.
The long-term one is a little different. That's got MREs and water and that kind of stuff. That's more hardcore, but the one I carry most of the time, it's more like a day bag, get-home thing. But, you have multi-tool, knife, fire starters, a couple of different versions of it, and a lighter, of course. Some extra batteries, flashlight. I carry a police scanner so I can hear what's going on if there's an emergency. What else? Shoot. I don't know.
That's pretty much everything that's in mine. A couple of rain ponchos. I even have like I have my karambit in there because that's probably the sharpest blade that I own, even though it's a cheap fucking karambit. Yeah. I have my green laser because that's like a fucking star pointer. You can use it to signal for all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, glow sticks. What else you got in there?
How much does your bag weigh?
Ooh, not much.
Not much.
No, it's a little guy.
It's under 10 pounds.
Mine's a little one. I have 2 of them, but like I said, my big one is like a lot, like 15 pounds.
Yeah, I'd say
the little one.
What about yours, Chris?
Between 6 to 8 pounds.
I got a blanket. I got a collapsible tent, single man tent in there.
Damn. So it's kind of a backpacker kind of style.
Yeah, it's more of a backpack style.
Yeah. Oh, mechanics gloves, very important.
$24.95.
Yeah,
I got rope in mine.
Yeah,
yours
550
like
cord.
A raper.
Also, duct tape.
I do have that in my bag though.
I got zip ties in mine.
Always carry a bandana, so you can wear it on your head. You could, if there's smoke in the area, you can cover your face with it.
Or schmog.
Or you could or schmog. You can also wet it and put it around your neck if it's really hot. So I would always say put a bandana, a beanie,
tourniquet.
Well, yeah, that kind of with the boo-boo kit. I have the basic stuff. Yeah. So yeah, a little bit of that stuff. Hey, that's kind of cool that you brought that up.
Yeah. I don't have any bandanas, but I have I got like my fleece beanie, and then I have a couple of what is it? Alpha fucking something, whatever.
Oh yeah, I have those
face shields.
Yeah, those are
yeah. That's where I have one of those.
You
as well
get 5 for like
but
$15
most people,
or something. Like that.
but most people just bandana.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
You
It's
have
a
that
stretchy
at
What is
bandana.
it? SA Alpha or some shit? You can
I think
find
it is.
online.
Yeah, SA Alpha. I got a fucking badass sweatshirt from them. Damn it, would like to give them a fucking plug, but I don't remember the name of the company.
It's
always
SA
have my Oakley sunglasses. Just
SA Alpha, I think it is.
Yeah, I have a like stuff to cover myself up too. I carry extra sweater,
Alpha Defense Gear.
There you go.
And wool. I don't use.
It's the second one.
I don't do cotton. I do wool. Wool is way more warmer.
I got mine from these guys.
Alpha Defense Gear.
Alpha Defense.
Oh no, it's the same company.
It just says SA, even though.
Yeah.
Oh, proud division of SA company.
Other brands make them. I have Condor, so I mean it's just a face shield like a.
So you get
bandana
5 for
thing.
$20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is kind of cool that you brought that up because I was going to bring up hardening your home defense. So I had a little bit of an issue, work-related slightly.
Getting hard?
This last week, and you have your home, and I need my freedom fighters out there to be safe, right? So what's the first line of defense you have in your home? Lights.
The lights.
Like
Yeah.
a door lock?
No, lights. So the first thing that's going to affect outside of your home is going to be the light. So if you guys have sensor lights or your porch lights or whatever, that's going to be your first line of defense. I personally would recommend having a sensor light so when anyone comes on, boom, it hits, and bad guys they're going to think more than twice.
That's a pretty big deterrent.
Yeah,
It really
just
is.
that alone is going to be a major thing. Then as you walk it on in, then you got your cameras, if you have cameras. And if they see that, they might also see you have an alarm system, little sign or sticker or whatever. That's another way of keeping them out visually.
Fake it.
Yeah, don't fake it, right? So then as you walk in, now you have your doors, what Jamie was saying. So obviously, lock your fucking doors.
And windows.
You can get the bars that prop up by your on against your door to help keep people from breaching into your home. You can do bars on your windows.
Or you can go and get the little wooden dolls that go in the tracks. Yeah.
And then block them.
Those are
if they're sliders.
That's a super cheap way to do
right.
it.
They also have devices that for the windows that open up and down that you can put a little bar in there and it'll lock that down as well. A lot of that stuff you can get at Home Depot.
So I have the ones that actually lock on the track. And you have to actually either have a key for it or they're screw-in ones.
Yeah, so that would be good for the doors. What else? Peek holes always good just so you can look out.
Yeah.
But if you have a camera, you can monitor that and you can see who's on your street and who's walking around scoping out your property.
Clear line of
So
sight.
can I touch on the cameras and lights really quick?
Shoot.
So being as I work in technology, the whole what they call a smart home is actually becoming a really huge thing, and a lot of people are investing in doorbell cameras and wireless security cameras and stuff that all connects to your Wi-Fi in your house. And you can actually, with all this cool smart home stuff that you guys all know that I'm really excited about, I can say, "Hey Google, show me the front door," and it'll pop up on my TV while I'm sitting there in my living room, which I think is
it's
really cool.
Yeah.
Just say NSA next time.
Yeah, hey NSA,
Hey, NSA.
show me this. So there's also that, but also another thing too is there's smart lights actually that go throughout your house, and you can actually schedule it so that when you are out of town or you're not going to be around, your house will automatically turn lights on and off in different rooms periodically, so it looks as if people are walking through rooms of your house and makes it look like people are home still. So another cool thing just to touch on the lights being a security measure.
saw those yesterday at your job off the...
Nice.
Cool. So then you have your house alarm. Use your fucking house alarm. Come on, people. I'm guilty of this one. We don't use it that much, but we do have a lot of people coming in and out of my house, so it's kind of hard to always use it.
It's like a goddamn boarding room.
So, yeah, right? So that way, you have your lights, you have your cameras, you have your door locks, your window locks, and on that, you can also, if you have issues, since we were talking about bugging out and getting a little bit more crazy with shit hitting the fan, you can also, if you have downstairs windows, you can get plywood, get at least 5/8, and you cut it out to your window, and you can put it on your window, you drill a hole through the board that's going on your window, and then you can get a bolt and run it through there with the fly. What's it called? Another 2x4 on the outside. So that way you're making it like a sandwich. And you could we could find this next week. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on the internet. That way they have a good demonstration. But anyways, what it does is you have your board on the face of your window. So outside they can hit against it. They could do whatever. I mean, of course it could catch fire. But I mean, at least it slows them down. And you just leave your window open and you bolt right through. And then you put the 2x4 across your wall on the inside. So it's basically creating a pretty close
like
to
a wall.
Yeah, it's pretty impenetrable.
Harder to break than glass, right?
Yeah, and then you want to get a flat bolt head on the outside, and then the inside you could do like a wing nut even, so you could just tighten it real quick. Big ass washer. So that's one way to do it if you do have like, I don't know, civil unrest or looters after storms or earthquakes or whatever. It's something to think about.
Or your team wins the World Cup.
Right, and you can get all that built, right? You can have all that ready to go right before anything happens. So they're sitting in your garage or your shed or whatever, and you can just put them up front. Then you walk in from your windows and all that. You have your doors. You have door locks. Like I said, you can get that brace for your door handle. There's other ways of doing it. And then you have your home alarm system. And then if they get in from there, hopefully freedom fighters are armed. So
then you have
just don't
870.
Just don't do it like the dude from The Big Lebowski, where he puts the board on the ground and puts a chair up and just open the door the other way.
The door swings the opposite way. And
make sure you know which way your door swings open.
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
Check for hinges. It's real easy to do.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyways, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Fucking A. All right, I like it.
So,
I like it.
croc.
Yeah. All right.
Come on now.
You want to get right into it?
Come on now.
The salt water?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
All right.
So,
we told you to stay out of the water, right?
Yeah, I was just going to touch on that.
And Australia. Fuck that place.
Dude, that is like the deadliest fucking place ever.
I know, right?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
There's sharks, and then there's these motherfuckers, and it's
Watch this.
What the fuck are we supposed to do? Just don't be near water ever.
Right. Or on it.
So we get some volume in here, but you have to hear the shock.
Watch this. There's croc. Now watch the bottom of the screen in the corner where the girl has the lady has the phone.
We're looking here. Look over here.
Look at that. Watch, they're gonna play it back. They'll play it back.
Wow.
Look at this sucker, dude.
Motherfuck.
Look at this fucking cold calculated killer, croc.
Dude, salt water. Jesus.
Dude, if they didn't have that little like guard up,
they'd have been fucked.
Looking thing, dude.
They'd have been fucked.
He would have crawled right in there and fucking had lunch.
Yeah.
So technically, the croc basically uses its tail
to prop up off the ground.
Itself up out of the water. So however long their tail is, that's how far they can come out.
Fuck, right?
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, talking about a 15-foot croc or some shit like that.
Right.
Boom.
That's like the video they have of the croc, the alligator down in Florida climbing over the gate to get out.
Stay the fuck out of the water, and especially Australian water.
You know, just stay in the United States in a town that's populated.
Away from the water.
Away from the water. That's your best bet.
Yeah, what is it? Grab rifle, go in a woods. Like, just there you go.
And then you have mountain lions and bears and rattlesnakes.
Yeah, we got a rifle.
Yeah.
My feet are on the ground. Rifles don't work underwater.
Right. We might later on have a story that begs to differ with you, sir.
I said rifle.
Okay. He's trying to clarify.
Go easy.
All right. I feel like AKs might work underwater.
You know what? If anything was going to work underwater, it would be the AK.
All right.
Probably be the
We're
AK.
on the same page on that one. All right.
Yeah. Piston driven.
Right.
Yeah, fuck. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
All right. Anyone else have a free talk?
No.
No?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Moving right along.
You guys want to jump right into the first freedom topic?
Our first topic, yeah.
So our first freedom topic, our first conflict today, our first controversial bullshit is going to be Socialism. So I put up the definition there so you guys can kind of take a look.
Are you for or against it?
I'm all for it.
What?
I'm all for it to
First
go
off,
go
what
away
kind of question is
and
that?
never come back.
All right.
Okay, I was about to say. Chris
man.
Socialism is not the same thing as democratic socialism.
Hey, so Jamie, do me a favor. Can you read that definition there so we can get...
How do we know it works?
Well,
work?
I mean...
We've never really tried it.
Here's the thing. I can't really read it over here. Let me just pull it up again.
2018.
Do you want me to read it?
We have technology. Okay, so the definition, according to Google, is a political and economic theory of social organization that advocates the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. Now, it goes on to say that it's another synonym, or rather is the policy or practice based on the political and economic theory of socialism, which I really fucking hate when they use the word they're defining in the definition. That's like defining something 101. So the third one is, in Marxist theory, it's a transitional social state between the overthrow of capitalism and the realization of communism.
Ooh, that was good. I like that end part. Yeah. So it's basically the redistribution of wealth, which is how is that done? Taxation. Taxation is theft, right? So we're clearly against this.
Well, it's the democratic process of using industry or controlling industry through.
Yeah, it's the state. What do you call it? It's the state that runs the means to production, right?
Well, not just the state. It would be the workers. So the workers would band together and create like a union, and then the union would vote somebody to be the manager, and the manager would manage the workers and the economics of it.
Yeah.
So it would be all owned by employees through a management, and you basically get paid on your skill level and your productivity. That's what socialism would be.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's definitely the state controlling everyone.
Yeah, it would be the state.
It's definitely taking from somebody and giving it to someone else to make an even playing field. But at the same time, which sounds kind of good to the average Joe.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, the way he said it, actually, that all didn't sound terrible to
right.
me.
Sounded like regular fucking work.
It's funded by theft, right? It's funded by state, by statism, the government.
But all that does
stealing
is
your money at gunpoint.
Lazy people.
Well, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to work hard.
If you don't have to work hard, and the person is working harder, but you're going to get the same pay as a person that's not working hard.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even take off a day. Take a day off of work. You're still going to get paid the same amount of money.
Yeah. So let's take it like this. I have an ice cream cone with 2 scoops.
I want an ice cream cone with 2 scoops.
Right?
Give me yours.
Kenny is in SoCal. I'm in NorCal. Well, the government forces come in and they take take my 1 scoop, half of it, they half it off right there, and then they go fly down with our other taxation money and go give it to him.
Now I got
How is that? Now he's got ice cream. Now he's happy, but I sure the fuck ain't. Like, you just stole by force, stole my ice cream. Not fair, right?
Thanks for the scoop. Thanks for the scoop.
So check this out. Okay,
right?
So here's another analogy. So say Johnny finds some seeds and he plants them, and he makes
Johnny Appleseed.
Okay. Johnny finds some seeds and they grow, and it happens to be wheat. He takes all the wheat. He makes loaves of bread. And during the process, he asked me, Kenny, and Jamie if we want to help out. All 3 of us say no. We don't like to help out. We're tired.
Which
isn't true.
So
continue.
Let's just say. And so Johnny does all this work. He harvests the crops. He mills everything. He creates bread. He bakes it, and now he has these loaves of bread, and everybody wants to eat. Well, Johnny says, no. I'm eating first, and my family's going to eat first because you guys didn't help out. All of a sudden, somebody says from the background, no, you're not. And it's the state. The state comes in and says, Johnny, this wheat you found, these seeds you found belong to the state. So Kenny's going to eat first because
I'm bigger.
Because he's hungry.
More.
He's the hungriest. And then Jamie's going to eat because he's the next in line.
Because I'm the skinniest.
Because he's hungry. And Chris, well,
he's the shortest, so he gets
the
last.
shortest.
Chris will get the crumbs.
And then the state says, and then we eat.
Right.
And Johnny doesn't eat it all.
Yeah, it's stealing your property and redistributing it between everyone, and it's theft.
Yeah, it's stealing your property, it's stealing your labor, it's stealing your your creativity.
Sure.
For the good of everybody else.
Anytime the government, the state, ever gets involved and takes your earnings, your property, your money, whatever it is, it's still your property, right? It's wrong. We are against that. That's
right.
Taxation is theft.
So let me. I just want to clarify one thing on that, and
Sure.
you guys can let me know if I'm way out of line here. But I think a system like that, where we did all share and we all benefited one another, would be very beneficial, as long as every interaction is voluntary and we don't have a fucking middleman coming in and taking a cut of it. Right?
Right. Well, if you had a community set up, right, and that community all agreed via a contract, then they all agreed that they were going to share everything, that's fine. No one has a problem. I don't have a problem with that. It's when you get government involved, the state, and they're initiating force. It's not voluntary anymore. That's when I have a problem.
Correct. That's all I was getting at.
Ism.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically socialism is a childish view. It's kind of like, hey, mommy and daddy, take care of me. It's usually what is this, very popular with the college kids and the
right.
high schoolers.
I was just gonna say that.
So they're still used to being taken care of,
right?
So it's really appealing for them to think that way.
Right.
Billy's not sharing,
right? And so the youth, I will call them, they end up, because I'm an old fuck, they end up being emotional about it, right? They get their emotions involved. That's, what do we always say? Get your emotions out of it,
but
right?
They're being conditioned.
Oh, definitely
that
through
way.
school. Yeah, absolutely.
Not even just through school.
Media.
Now it's through sports,
right?
Where everybody gets a trophy for participating.
It's indoctrination, man.
Yeah, like you're being prepped for socialism. So, I mean, make sure you put your kids in a program where competitive spirit is encouraged, and you encourage being competitive, and just don't spoon feed your kids. Like, don't get me wrong, give your kids stuff, love your kids, but make them work for it.
Right, and and so this is kind of along what he's saying is it destroys values.
Right.
It destroys innovation. It destroys thinking. It destroys property. It's created by theft, and it's force by the government. And it's the next step to the next step is going to be communism, which it said right in our little
because socialism socialism will ultimately fail.
Yep.
And once
it already has a bunch of times.
It has. I mean, we've seen it over and over in history. It failed. But once it finally fails, then people will start shouting for the government to come in and to
fucking bail them out.
To bail us out.
More theft.
Once the government comes in and says, "Okay, we're now taking over every industry," then you have government-controlled corporations, and that is communism.
Yeah, all powered by theft.
So it's not. If you look at history, it's been proven. You have the Romans, the Greeks, you have the Egyptians. Even though it was called something different, it was a form of socialism.
Well, I mean, even
well, we're not too far off ourselves.
Even more modern times, you look at China, look at Russia,
all the satellite countries of Russia.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
All of those
fucking Ouija's.
Both, even Germany. Germany was a socialist regime also.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of had one guy that
they got that wall down, bro.
And the only one that's still operating in the world right now is China and North Korea, basically. But I mean, we see the conditions in North Korea.
There's some South America. There's some.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't hear it.
Yeah, it's not as big as it was.
Like Cuba.
But China is probably the most successful.
Have you heard of Cuba?
China is probably the most successful, but then again, they're moving towards capitalism.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you notice how within the last couple of years, China has opened up their borders and everything to the world, because they do realize that if they want to compete and be number one, that e-commerce throughout the world is what works, and not just being in your own bubble, and then you have all this outcry of people where you have to murder off children because you have too many people.
Yeah, I mean, socialism basically in a nutshell, it's immoral, it's evil, it's funded by force, it's the next step, communism, fascism. It's all the same thing. It's statism.
Yeah, it's all state.
Even if you call it democracy, socialism.
Well, even democracy.
Yeah, right. Democratic socialism is what you're talking about. Yeah,
that's why
bullshit.
We're a republic and we're not a democracy.
Right, representative republic.
And the reason why we're not a democracy is because you can't have the majority making rules for the minority in this country. not everybody believes that that university should be free. I certainly don't believe that. I don't think healthcare should be socialized.
Well, it's not. I mean, why should somebody that has no kids pay for someone that does?
Exactly, and this is why we have a democracy.
By force.
A democracy that's represented by our congressmen and our basically our government.
Right, but we're basically operating on socialism rules and regulations because you have the welfare.
Yeah, we're not too far off.
We're like
we have social programs. They're all socialist.
So I think that some things like school and healthcare, and I think a lot of that stuff could be socialized, but as long as the process to gaining the funds to do that were voluntary.
But you can't.
But that's not. You can't. People.
I understand. I understand what you're saying.
I know.
But people aren't going to. I'm not going to volunteer my money if I don't have children. I'm not going to voluntarily give up money that I worked for so your kids can go to school for free.
I understand that like the concept of that may seem ridiculous, but it isn't anyone's job to decide whether or not people will do it. It should be our job to offer it if people want to do it.
But
because
the
chances
are,
how do you offer that?
Yeah, because you're going to.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
No, but I'm saying the problem with that is you're going to have a bunch of people that don't want to work, that just want to be lazy, that are going to for sure.
I don't mean that.
I don't mean that. No. I just mean career. You can't turn a profit by going. If it pays for your education, I understand like student loans, they give you money, but there needs to be a way to
believe
regulate.
me. There's people who make a career of going to school.
Fuck student loans.
It's all funded by theft, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying if we could figure out a way so that it wasn't, if there was some sort of way.
Well, there's a private way, but it wouldn't be through the government.
Right. Well, there is.
Yeah,
I mean,
look that's what I'm saying.
Like all these universities, they have fundraisers every year. They have people donating millions and millions of dollars to them. But none of that goes to offset the cost.
You want to know
how
they started doing that?
All that goes to is paying bureaucrats. Paying for athletics and paying for buildings.
No, I'm saying athletics is now funding schooling, which that's a whole nother subject that we'll talk about later on as far as like athletes not getting paid, but you're getting a free education. Like, not really.
When they're getting exploited a little bit.
Right, like a little bit.
A little bit.
A lot.
They're making millions of dollars for every football game, and
I don't feel sorry for them.
I know you don't like sports.
But I agree. I agree with what
I don't either.
We know
that's
you don't feel sorry
That's the price you pay for education.
It was my boredom emotion was taking control of me there.
Yeah.
So basically, like the idea you have is fine and dandy as an idea.
Yeah,
but
that's
all.
No
one's come up with a way for it to actually work.
Right.
So that's the problem.
I apologize if I sound like an idiot for bringing something like that up. I didn't.
I sound like an idiot all the time.
I didn't quite.
No arguments here.
I didn't.
None whatsoever.
I didn't think that through before I brought it up. But it's one of those things where it's like, if we could figure out a way to do it where it was
it's called
voluntary,
free market, bro. Capitalism.
And it wasn't something that was.
Have you heard, bro?
Taken away from me every month.
Yeah.
So put it this way. Here, okay, I kind of have an idea. So you work for my company. I offer as a means for you working for my company to fund your kids going to school and your health care, right?
Okay.
It's subsidized pretty much from your pay and the products that we sell.
Okay.
So that would be one way privately.
Taking care of most of that right there.
Yeah.
And it used to kind of be that way for a lot of places.
And there's something right now in like your employer probably offers it for your health care. It's I forget what it's called. Basically, they take money out of your check.
Bruh,
yearly.
Okay, pause. It's not yearly. They take it out every pay period, and it sucks.
What is it called? No. It is taken out every paycheck. They take some out, but this is voluntary now. It's not a tax.
What are you talking about, FAFSA?
No, I'm talking about like say you get injured, or if you have some
workman's comp.
No. It's like a savings fund. I forget what it's called. I can't remember the name.
You're not talking about your 401k.
No.
No one knows what he's talking
about. Well, listen.
Anyway, just explain.
Let me finish. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, so they basically take a portion of your check and put it into a savings account. Then they give you a credit card. If you have a medical emergency...
it's called FAFSA.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And that shit is bullshit.
What is it? Tell me what it is.
So you have to pay taxes on that.
Ooh.
So it comes out of your check pre-tax, but you have to report that as income.
But it's income, so of course they're going to tax it.
But you can only buy certain items with it. So the government pretty much hated on that.
It's made for
no, you're not understanding. So there's only specific medical items you can use that for. Before it used to be like if your kid was sick and you needed cough syrup, you take that card. It was like they put $2,500 on most.
So it's just a healthcare thing.
It's just a healthcare thing.
Yeah, it's a healthcare.
But it used to be you could use it.
But you can opt out of it. You don't have to do it.
No. Yeah, you don't have to do it.
Well, see, that's the voluntary.
And I would tell people not to fucking do it.
All right, so
because the government slams you for it.
Just so you guys know, so FAFSA is not medical. FAFSA has to do with it's the free application for federal student aid.
Yeah,
not FAFSA. I'm sorry. So it's FSA. I don't know what the acronym's for, but I have that card.
FAFSA.
FAFSA, that's what it is. FAFSA, not FAFSA.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
FSA's debit card, a type of credit card issued in the United States. It can access tax-favoring spending accounts such as flexible spending accounts, FSA.
Right. That's what it is.
And health reimbursement accounts, HRA,
the
and some
flexible
health
spending
savings
account.
Okay.
So you can use that for medical emergencies, or you can use that for. I used to have that. This is how I know. Like we used it for extra dental work. We used it for. I know a chick who uses it to get massages.
No, but I'm telling you, they changed the rules because people were abusing it.
Yeah.
So now it's super strict. There's a list of stuff you can only use it for.
Yeah.
Like, you can't use it for massages.
It's your money. You should
anymore.
be able. You should be able to use it for anything.
People are like using it to buy fucking smokes and like all kind of shit. Like, so the rules for it now is like super duper strict. And like I said, you get taxed on it like super crazy hard.
And you lose the money at the end of the year, which is something I never understood.
Yeah.
You have to use it, and it's your own money, and you lose it if you don't use it. I don't get it. That's what
it was kind of like a safety net thing. But it really isn't because you're paying the money back. And like you said, if you don't use it all within that year, then you lose it. But they still get all their money back.
It's kind of like
you have to pay taxes on top
bullshit.
of that.
It's kind of like you have it to cover the cost of deductibles, basically. Is what it's for.
Couldn't you just get a regular credit card to do that?
Yeah, you could.
Well, how about not making the freaking deductibles so fucking high? How about that, insurance companies? Stop fucking ripping people off.
Hey, I'm going to get off track just slightly, crony capitalism-ish a little bit. So I heard this week, I heard it for the first time. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but corporations are allowed to buy health insurance or life insurance policies for their CEOs and their employees. So when they die, the corporation collects the money. Yeah, they collect. It's not for the individual. It's for the corp.
Oh, it's
fucking
like
crazy, right?
It's an insurance policy for your tax.
Right. So the crony capitalism bastards that set up these corporations, not capitalism, corporations that are set up through the government, they're able to get life insurance policies on their employees and then collect when they die. Insane.
That's some horse shit.
Yeah, heard that this week. I thought you guys would like that little tidbit of information.
Dude, that's kind of
crazy, right?
That's like that's some fucking crazy. That's like some
bullshit.
You're over in a third world country, fucking jumping off the building because you hate your fucking job so much.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It's like, we'll just give him so much fucking responsibility that his life turns to dog shit and his family leaves
factory
him.
Workers.
Yeah,
but they're
making iPhones or whatever the fuck, and like, oh well,
it's crazy, man.
They just take a fucking $100 million policy out on you.
Check this out.
Wait for you to walk off the fucking top of the building, and there you go, $100 million in my pocket.
So I was looking at how the Chinese economy works, and they use a lot of like manufacturing. So the workers have to work like 10-hour shifts, then they get to go home for 4 hours, then they come back for another 8-hour shift. What? Yeah.
Wow.
That's
so when do they get to sleep?
They don't.
Between the 4 hour, well, probably between the 8 and 10-hour shift. So you get 4 hours of sleep. Respectively, you get 4 hours of sleep.
4 hours off.
Yeah, 4 hours off to handle any business and sleep. And then that's why these guys, like Jamie was saying, they wind up killing themselves because they're just working to death.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
That's some bullshit.
So in a nutshell, socialism sucks.
Yep.
And communism.
Communism fucking sucks.
Yep. They're assholes.
What is it? Democratic
Jamie would say.
socialism fucking sucks.
That's another thing. Democratic socialism.
Right.
Don't be a socialist.
Is
asshole.
wrapped up in this pretty wrapping paper, but it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's basically taking taxes from everything and redistributing wealth through taxation. And you know how we feel about taxation.
Yeah, taxation is dead.
is theft.
So don't be a fucking commie.
Yeah.
Or
All right.
socialist, Bernie.
We all good on this one?
You
Yeah.
fucking wall-eyed weirdo.
Stop stealing people's money by force.
Yeah, I gotta take a piss, man.
Anytime I see somebody with a
we got
fucking
humor. Are we good? Can we hit that
Bernie
before the
Sanders for fucking
Or no?
whatever,
What?
2016 or whatever it was when
Bernie
he was running.
Sanders, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I just want to
Sanders.
run their cart off the road. And 9 times out of 10, it's somebody driving a fucking Prius.
Hey, freedom of speech, bro.
Fuck you, Prius drivers.
Freedom of speech.
His beach house.
break? Yeah.
So do you guys want to do humor before we go to a break, or do you need to take a break right now?
No. Humor before we go to
Okay,
the break.
because I got
a time crunch.
I got a
today,
couple good
ladies
ones.
and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
All right. So let me just we'll just make this one quick.
We got shit to
do.
Where is it? We got this guy right here. All right. So this came up. This was last week. Apparently, there exists such thing that is called a pickle slushy.
This is definitely have to be in the South.
Yeah.
This has
No,
gotta be in the
well,
South.
it probably is, but
Yeah.
the slushies are from our boys over at Sonic.
Which is from
I
the
heard about
south.
this.
Yeah, they did a commercial about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
so
just
we're
saw
gonna-
that commercial.
One of my
Southern
friends tried
thing.
it out.
We're gonna watch this.
But
We're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this poor son of a bitch. He's trying to beat the heat. That's all he's trying to do.
Pickle.
He's just trying to beat the heat.
He's already about to gag.
He likes it. No, he likes it. So here we go.
What is he?
What is
He's
tahini?
putting tahini.
A little bit of tahini on it there.
This is why he's fat as fuck.
Yo, though, tahini's not a joke.
Oh my god.
So here we go. Dude, oh,
Why is this?
I'm
Dude.
gonna show you how we really do this.
no, he fucking shotguns this son of a bitch. Like,
Oh man.
no, it's great.
Oh, I can tell.
It's gonna be
God, he's so disgusting.
just
Oh, what the hell?
Oh,
he's gonna shotgun
pickle
it?
penetrated. Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
Ready?
Whoa.
Boom!
Oh my
Get
god,
it.
bro.
Get it.
Hopefully he doesn't shit on the toilet lid.
Yeah, well, something's
Or
gonna
the
happen.
backboard is
Yeah, something's gonna happen. Just watch his reaction.
Oh.
Shoot!
Oh boy.
Why would you ever do that?
Why would you ever do that? Yes. This is just stupid right here.
Brain freeze, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hardcore.
Oh man. Brain freeze and gag.
Don't throw up.
He's pushing against the roof of his mouth to try to,
Yeah.
which doesn't work.
Oh man, this poor bastard.
Just how sad he is.
How do you find coveralls up there?
Tarps.
Harbor Freight.
Wow.
Oh.
Get out there, bro.
What a dumb shit.
Does he puke?
He did a little bit there. You could tell it was a little bit.
I was kind of hoping for the projectile or the shit on the toilet.
Play with slush like that, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever
sure.
he just said.
Sure, whatever that was,
Yeah,
sir.
whatever that was.
Yeah, congratulations
Yeah,
to that
guy's
guy.
just a fucking genius.
Oh man, we watched that
You got
shit
one more?
last week, and I couldn't, dude. I had to show you
You had
guys.
to do it.
What?
It was it's hilarious.
Pull inside.
Yeah, I got one more.
Yeah.
I got one more for you guys.
Let's do it.
This one, okay, so these people you have to listen to because they're from the UK and like
Fucking Frenchies.
they fucking okay. Geography's weird.
Just play this Italian video. Come on. Now.
Yeah, what?
So here we go.
Oh yeah, I see this. This is great.
Look,
Yeah.
homeboy's playing
Pull
FIFA.
inside.
What the actual
Fuck. Yes.
That's gonna be my new line.
What are you doing?
Chilling.
Look
As
at
if that was a goal.
Why is there a pool?
Bullshit.
Why is there a pool in my living
He's
room?
mad about the video game. He's not even paying attention to her.
look at this. There's beers and everything.
Yeah, apart from the fact that it's in my living room
Yeah.
with my carpet and my sofa, and all my living room is now out there. Even the dog's like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Poor puppy.
I love it.
Alright, get in.
I feel like I'm watching Snatch.
How?
A little bit.
Right?
What are you doing?
He didn't say dogs.
Yep.
Dags.
Fucking
Dags.
dogs.
It's alright, it's good.
There's water everywhere.
In the pool, it's not in the floor. I've got towels.
It's
I've
in
got
the
that.
pool, not in the floor.
I've thought about everything.
I think he's had a few to
about the
drink
beers.
before this happened.
I think he
What I
has.
want to know is how the fuck you're going to get this out of the living room without making everything wet?
Haven't crossed that road yet.
Cross that bridge when we come.
We There's no we.
You've done this.
Yeah, it's your living room.
Oh, yeah.
Just got a man spread it out.
No, honestly, this is good.
You look like a twat.
I like how he's like impressed with himself.
You look
about
like a
this.
twat.
Not only with
Yeah.
your haircut, but because you're sat.
Not
20
even 'cause of your
times, my
haircut.
dad, in a pool,
Yeah.
indoors.
Because it's not that hot that I had to take off the clothes.
I love this.
Nah.
Did he just pee in the pool?
It is the
I don't
best.
think
Get a
so.
beer.
I don't know, but I'm about to
I'm
piss
not
He's
my
like,
getting
look,
a beer. I'm not getting
Just
in
get
the
a beer.
pool.
Just get a beer, though.
When you get
I've got this camera because I couldn't believe my eyes, so I went and grabbed the camera so I can show everyone what a fucking idiot you are.
Yeah.
There you go. You wanted some water?
what you doing?
There you go.
You wanted water?
Cold water.
Yeah, it's hella cold apparently.
Water everywhere you pee.
No, you're getting water.
You
everywhere.
dick. He calls her a dick.
Your pool was cold.
Stop, not that cold. The gerbils were alright. Made sure they got water.
Oh, yeah, because you've got plenty of water to go around.
Oh, man, this guy's special. Yeah, you can tell. He's a little... Hit the sauce a little bit.
There is a fuck.
Little
Oh,
bit,
yeah, no.
A little bit of Jamie on the podcast.
In my
Oh, yeah.
living room,
Just a little,
on
just a
the
little.
fucking carpet.
The fucking carpet.
He's not quite as funny,
I was
though.
gonna put
He
the
sounds
water
more
outside.
intelligent, but he might not
Well,
be.
yeah.
You was going to put the pool outside.
Whenever you have that Spanish
What sort of
accent.
Look at- look at-
you know?
Put a pool
Yeah.
outside, Ruby
Makes you
James.
smell
Yeah.
smell farts.
Smell
Take
fart.
the fucking TV outside.
Sounds smart.
Look at- excuse me.
Ew.
Too much
How many
beer.
have you had?
About 5? Not one.
He keeps offering her a beer. I love
Oh
it.
my god.
She's already
And a twist
pissed.
cap. Whee.
Are we good with this Frenchie
Yeah.
video?
It's
I
a
feel
twist
like
cap,
Somebody's
though.
got to go urinate.
It's a twist cap.
Fucking
Yeah, I gotta,
idiot.
piss like a
Honestly.
fucking horse race.
You got to race like a piss horse?
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
fucking
well,
A.
that was a funny French video. I like it.
Wow.
You and your geography. I'm gonna buy you a globe.
No.
Is
no,
what I'm gonna do
I
for
need
you.
the flat one.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna buy you 40.
We know we know that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting, Kenny.
I just use maps because they're flat.
Next week, I got you on a 40,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You heard it here.
but I get to pick it out.
All right. Dude, don't threaten me with a good time, man.
Okay.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
St. Ides, where you at?
This could be a rough one. All right. We'll come back. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll come back with the next half of the show. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you in a minute. That sounds good to me, man. I say we get this shit show on the fucking road, boys.
Let's do it.
It's
All
fucking
right.
hot in here, dude.
It is a little warm, yeah.
Fuck.
All right, folks.
That's why you don't
well,
wear draws.
we are. I
I'm
don't
not
even
wearing
want-
any.
God damn, you just fucking steamrolled me on that one.
Yeah.
I did
Son of
not
a
know
bitch.
that.
Well,
You
when
started-
Kenny said he wasn't wearing
It was
pants,
important, man.
You're not supposed to know.
He's trying to
You're
help
not
me
Hey,
stay
it's hot
cool.
as fuck. Keep them balls loose,
Yeah.
boys.
Keep them. Oh, they're fucking loose. Jesus.
right?
All right, folks. We are back from our break. Thank you very much. We got a little bit more free talk before we go into our next Freedom Talk. And Kenny wants to start us off again. We're going double Kenny on this show.
Well, how come we don't start off Chris' thing? His thing is already up.
Ooh.
Your thing was up,
Oh,
too? I got your
Why you got to argue about?
Yeah, just start. Chris's thing is already on the monitor.
This right here?
No,
No,
over
right
here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we can do that
Yeah,
one.
see,
Fuck it.
that's what happens when you drink them cheap ass 32 ounces. You be fucking up.
They're clouding my judgment.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
If they were 40s, it would totally be different.
Yeah, it'd be totally different.
Yeah.
Malt liquor is
Yeah.
totally easier on the
Right?
stomach and
Yeah.
It
liver
is.
and everything.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Function?
You ready for this?
Drunks?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me set this up real quick.
Yeah, please.
This Ocasio-Cortez is just got nominated for to be a representative in Congress.
The brunette.
Yeah, the brunette.
With the ugly boots.
Yeah, with the ugly boots and nice legs.
Payless boots.
She
ain't got no calves, bro.
So they're asking her questions about the Middle East and
Don't.
the conflict between Palestine. That's probably me, dude. And
What? That doesn't have calves?
no, that
Just come on. Let's
okay.
stay on topic here.
Yeah.
The conflict between Palestine and Israel. So they're asking her questions, and this is
Oh,
possibly
you mean the PI
our next
conflict.
Congress person.
She got voted in. She
All
won.
right, let her rip.
No,
Here we go.
No, she didn't get voted. I'll
Oh.
explain
A
after
war,
that.
at least, is very different
So-
than people.
Sorry about the
expressing
echo
their First
already.
Amendment
Just
rights.
gonna throw that out there.
Well, yes, but
Yeah.
I also think that
This is
what
that
people are
loud?
starting
That's
to
really
see
loud,
as
isn't it?
Really
in
loud.
the occupation of Palestine, it's
Oh God.
Ooh, we're gonna
a
start
crisis
that
of
over.
humanitarian condition, and that to me is just
There's
where I
subtitles.
tend
Yeah.
to come from on this issue. You use the term the occupation
So yeah,
of
just
Palestine.
we're not the
What did you mean by that? Oh, I think what I meant is like the settlements that are increasing in some of these areas and places where Palestinians are experiencing
show prep people show prep
in access their housing and homes.
I gotta tell you,
I
can't.
I think I'd also just.
This is a train wreck, too.
I am not the expert on geopolitics on this issue.
Hey, we could have her on the podcast.
Yeah, no, fucking bring her on.
She fit right in.
Yeah,
right.
Holy
Hey-o.
shit! All right, yeah, that's
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay,
So now the Democratic Party is running somebody against her. I guess there is some kind of loophole.
Wow.
And they can run a third party candidate. And
Candidate? Yes, they can.
So that's what they're doing.
So now she's an independent.
No, she's still a Democratic socialist.
No. But I'm saying she'll be a Democratic socialist, but she won't be backed by the party.
Basically,
Right.
yeah. So they're trying.
So she lost her party nomination, basically.
I gotta say, like, I don't.
She kind of looks like the one that protested on the head tax too, a little bit.
Yeah.
she kind of did.
Remember her?
Racist, but that's fine.
No, she wasn't racist.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not well educated enough to speak to what she was supposed to be talking about. I really don't know.
I don't think no one knows exactly what she was talking about.
Well, she made it very difficult to understand what she was talking about. But basically, she was implying that Palestine is a state. Palestine is not a state.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the Israelis moving in and settling these areas.
Building new homes.
Yeah, building new homes. Basically, they're just building homes on property they purchased.
Yeah.
But the left and Palestine like to say that Palestine is a state and they're settling. They're coming in and stealing land from the Palestinians. So that's what she was trying to
You know what I think
talk
about that? How about this? How about we mind our own fucking business and stop trying to be fucking world cops?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, because we have a lot invested in
America. Fuck yeah.
World
Israel.
police.
I mean, that's the only other.
Why though?
Fuck them.
But for what reason?
Don't want to give them
for reasons of war.
Yeah. Fuck that. Get your
Fuck
asses
the
home.
overseas aggressions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let them throw rocks, bombs, and whatever else.
Let's
they
see
want
this
at each
coupon.
other.
What's the name? Coupon Carl?
So yeah. Last week we
Cupins?
had what was it?
Carl.
It
Campins?
was fucking
the Barbecue Betty and
Permit
Permit
Patty.
And then whatever the guy,
Right.
you guys can't eat burritos on this
Burrito Bob.
bus
Burrito
or this
Bob.
train.
Fuck, dude. There's so many.
Dude,
Right?
this is becoming an epidemic.
Status.
No, we're just starting to see it more because it's social media.
No,
We
it's
should
an
play
epidemic.
my fucking video after the
check
one. Did
this
you guys
out.
all see it? When I was at the park?
Yeah. You gotta play that one.
Maybe just
So do this and then play yours.
All right, okay. Okay, you guys ready for
So
this?
word
Yeah.
to the wise.
So this is Coupon Carl.
Just stop, white people. Just stop.
I don't think it's just white people, bro.
Oh, it is.
Nah. They're all
Really?
bootlickers, bro.
Same thing. Just stop.
Okay,
There we go.
oh, he's scared though.
Look at how bad he's shaking.
He's so scared.
Tell them I'll be here when they arrive, that I will be waiting for them to arrive.
He's scared of a woman?
Yeah.
You can tell them her name is Camilla Hudson. I have ID and will share it.
Hurry, quick. This woman is threatening me.
Hurry,
She's
I'm
gonna
scared. I'm
hurt me.
shaking.
Got it. Exactly.
I voted
Like
for
the-
Bernie Sanders, so hurry.
I'm surprised he didn't piss himself.
He looks like he's about to, huh? I'm waiting for the
Yeah.
spot to appear.
What a fucking
Black. No, I'm not African American. I'm black.
Oh.
no.
Yeah, stop
people
calling
are
black
bad
people that, please.
Damn.
We ain't been to Africa since we got brought over
He
here.
probably just had a bunch of the devil's juice before that,
Right?
and then he got that rush, you know what I
The
mean?
devil's
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah. Brought out the beast.
Stop the video.
Alright.
So I'm going to give
So
you
what happened?
a little
Yeah,
background
so
on
exactly.
this.
All right, stop.
So
it.
this
Stop.
lady goes into a CVS, purchases something, and tries to use a coupon.
Coupon.
No, it's a coupon.
Okay.
And him and
What did he
another
say?
manager accused her of making a fake coupon.
What?
So they
Awesome.
called the cops.
Wow.
Because I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cops have nothing better to do than to come and
Look for
to your aid
counterfeit
The coupon police?
because you're not man enough to be just like, we're not accepting this. And then when she asked for for him to call corporate so they could verify the coupon was real,
Was she right?
She was right.
That's the best.
Yeah, so she was right. It was a legit coupon. The guy that's in the video calling the police that they're calling Coupon Carl now, and another manager have been let go from CVS. So there's a trend going on.
Owned.
Stop snitching, and you won't lose your job. Like, stop calling for dumb shit. If you look, all the people, Permit Patty, fucking Barbecue Betty, Burrito Bob, and now Coupon Carl, have all lost either their business, their jobs, and have been ridiculed on social media because they're dumbasses.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason to involve the police. The police are not there to decide if it's a real coupon or not. That's why
There's
you have
a
corporate.
coupon here that I'm not sure is valid.
There's a counterfeit coupon.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you guys think, though? Because this is the title of that video.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You think so?
People ain't gonna.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the
famous,
fuck
nigga.
out
Don't
of
Go
here.
nobody
fuck
care.
themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So here it is.
Here's the way white people
Here's
should
Jamie.
act.
This is how you should act.
There's
This is
Jamie at the
what-
park.
This is how you should be at the park, okay?
Yep.
So we're out here.
By the way, I hate this fucking
Enjoy
song.
ourselves at the park.
Gets played every weekend.
What do we have in the background? The quinceanera.
Huh?
Look at that.
Quince.
Beautiful celebration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing? Not calling the fucking police.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have went over there. Do you guys have a permit for this? And start shaking and stuff on the phone.
You have a permit for your tent?
911, 911. They don't have a permit. They're being
There.
loud.
There's me being an ambassador for white people on how you should
There
act
you go.
Yeah.
Freedom.
at minority parties
Ambassador
in public
for freedom
areas.
over there. Yeah.
Should have asked for a plate though.
Yeah, they would have kicked down.
I know, dude. They probably would have.
Oh, yeah, dude. They totally would have. My
Should've
people are
definitely
good
asked for a
people.
plate.
What do you mean, your people?
That's right. My people.
There you go.
I don't think they're claiming you.
They
Yeah,
can-
it was, dude. And you know,
I got
and
brown
gotta tell you-
skin. They don't have any
We're on
other
the street,
choice,
bro.
man.
I got to tell you,
brown
they
Damn, he's
that,
with us. I
that
guess.
particular party.
Right.
So normally, as soon as I saw those PAs go up, I was like, "Fuck, here it is. They're gonna like blast us out of here."
Yeah.
Dude, they kept it at like such a reasonable volume. I could still hear my phone playing my own music until. Like then a big group of probably like 10 other people showed up, which seemed to be the girl that was celebrating her quinceañera. And then there was hugging, and then the guy got on the PA and stuff like that. And then the music was up for a little while after that. But like they weren't blasting everybody out of that park. They probably fucking had that place reserved, so they damn well could have. But they were courteous enough to me and one other person that was with me to just not be to have it that shit blasting the entire time.
I would have blasted your ass out the park.
They're
I would have too.
They're
I've
probably
done it
scared that the
myself.
cops are going to show up and kick them out of the
Right,
fucking park, dude.
exactly. Somebody, they probably thought you were going to call ICE on them.
They don't want to create waves,
Yeah.
man.
That's all good.
Yeah,
Fly under the radar, my
in
colored
our-
people. Fly under the radar.
in our public parks, you have to get a permit to have a party, and then you have to go to
Noise permit.
you have to go to the chief of police to have music. And if he says it's okay for you to have music, you can have music. Otherwise, you don't get to have music at your party. And if you do have music, you have to hire security.
Yep.
That's
Which
just
has to be an off-duty police officer, by the way.
just to have a fucking party.
In a public space that you already paid
Yeah.
for through taxes, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
But it's just another way for the government to get more money out of you.
Well, all I was
And
getting
control
at,
the people.
I didn't call the police. They couldn't have been any more courteous, and everything was beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
Still should
there's
have got
that.
a plate.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
fucked up, bro.
I know. I did kind of fuck up on that one.
All right.
I was there
Next.
barbecuing myself, so it is what it was.
Yeah, but you look like you were enjoying your drink there.
Your drink there? Yeah, your freedom.
I
Lane.
was
Yeah.
my freedom cocktail,
Yeah.
as it
Yeah,
were.
Yeah.
Nice. What'd you barbecue?
No, I just did something cheap. I just had fucking hot dogs. I was
Aw.
out there doing- yeah, I should have got a
Super
fucking plate.
American.
Yeah.
Can't get wrong with the wiener.
Nope.
I think we talked
Um,
about hot dogs and how bad they are for you.
I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
I just want to point something out really quick before you move that.
Was that on Monsanto's?
Do you see in the background
Probably.
that there's formula and it's not fucking locked up behind a cage?
Yeah.
That's because that's not in California.
Oh, there we go.
That's probably not a high crime store there.
apparently every store in California is a high crime store because formula's locked up everywhere.
With the way that dude was shaking, I can tell it was not a high crime store. He was like, that was his first time. He's like, oh god,
she's got coupons.
He's probably only ever called the cops when the person was not anywhere near him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like from his room at his house while he peeks out the fucking blinds.
Dude is shaking.
There's people walking down my street. They don't look like they belong here.
All right, so this next video.
Hang on, before we do it, because I don't want to forget them.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a minute to do our shout outs.
Oh, yeah.
You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronnie. Ooh.
There it is. First
Anyone
one.
else have any?
Yeah, Valerie, thank you again
Yeah.
for watching. Big supporter. Really appreciate it. Thank you, my Lord and Savior, Scott. We are going to watch one of his videos at some point here. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an inside
He's
joke.
my Lord and Savior. It's an inside joke. The other Loonies listeners will understand what it means. He is the leader of the Scott is our Savior. The Temple of Ceos, as it's called. We will all die for his sins.
Aw.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And speaking of that,
Very nice.
shout out to the Devil's Drink.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Jen, who's one of our big supporters that watches. Proper
There's
shout
one.
out. There you go.
One.
Yeah, shout out to Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Your boy JC.
Just to you know,
That doesn't counter.
just to combat,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
One
by
more
the
thing.
way, that story is proven to be not
true.
satanic.
Right,
So
Cheers to the Jesus juice.
You can look it up on the internet.
stands for Big Fat Can.
Yep.
Actually.
BF.
Big fat can. This is a
BFC.
claw
Right.
for the monster. It's not Satan's tool. Just so you know.
This is all a giant joke to all of us. Don't
that
worry.
one's blessed.
And
though.
that is
blessed.
No, that's a pentagram.
Yeah.
That's a pentagram.
Right.
Satan.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right,
the next one.
This
Thank
video took place in Chicago, where there was another shooting by the police this time.
Big surprise.
Policia.
Jesus
Policia.
Christ. This place is...
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, let's watch the video before we make any difference.
It just frustrates me. You guys want some volume on that a little more?
No.
Wait,
I don't know if
hold
there is
on,
any
hold on.
more.
What are you doing?
You're
What are you
going-
doing?
Oh!
What's that?
Fuck!
What is that?
Go
Strapped
back,
as
go
a
back.
motherfucker.
Holy
Go
fuck!
Look, and he's reaching for it.
back, and he pulls it out like an idiot.
Back here,
Freeze frame it where they show his
where they show how ridiculously
Dude, he's
strapped
got
he is.
fucking mags, everything.
No, a word to the wise, if he had his pants up, he could have got away.
Yeah, don't be an asshole and sag your pants like a total.
So he's got a belt holster, sidearm, and mags.
Yep.
What is it? What is it, like 1 and 2? Or is that one?
No, so that is actually just
There's something
Holster underwear.
No,
Like
but he
if-
has one here, right?
on
That's
his
a
left-
mag.
on his left hip. Like
but
high
that's
on
the
his
only
left
Yeah, it's a
mag on the
magazine.
left hip.
This is his left hip.
So the firearm
right hip.
So
That's a pistol.
Pistol.
right.
Pistol on the right, mag on the left.
Okay. So here's the background on this before we move ahead.
Yo, he's strapped up.
If you have a carry permit, which this idiot did,
Then what
do
the fuck
not
is he
draw
doing?
on the fucking police department.
Oh, what an idiot!
Because if you notice in the video, the weapon's not loaded. Because he reaches for the mag and then he goes for his
To
gun.
insert it, yeah.
Yeah. Which is dumb as shit.
Wait, so he's
Wow.
straight up open carrying, first of all. Fucking scrub.
Well, he wasn't open carrying. He was
What- yeah.
concealed.
Well, no, wait, okay, yeah, it was concealed carry, but conceal. Why would you not have a mag in your fucking gun?
I don't know.
Probably because
Yeah.
it's state law.
Right.
Yeah.
It-
Then what?
Chicago's a little bit different than here. I understand your frustration. Just breathe it out.
I'm out.
Triggered.
All right. So play the video. No, it's not going to work. Oh, there
No,
we
it
go.
is. It is.
And
Dude,
he
you should have
goes.
never reached for it.
What
Yep.
the
Never.
fuck, dude?
Well, first off, he shouldn't have resisted.
Especially if he's carrying.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You're taught in all the concealed courses, right?
Right.
That you're supposed to let them know you have a firearm, show your
Right.
hands, and comply with them because you have it on you that you're going to be considered a threat, more so, because they know you have it. That's insane. Why would he do that?
So this went from them. This is what I'm saying. People need to educate themselves. If you interact with the police and you know you've done nothing wrong, we've seen, in the past that stuff's happened, but this is an example where you should have just complied with what was going on, let them know that you were armed,
Yeah.
and that would have been it.
What was the reason why they came at him in the first place?
I'm not sure on what the reason was why they came after him, but his actions dictated
that he was guilty as fuck.
Yeah. Whatever it was, his actions dictated that they had a reason to stop him.
Like, I just want to interject here for a second and say, like, I understand that there may have been some reason for him to be afraid of the police, given the current state of what's happening to people of color.
Sure, but when you have a fucking carry permit, you know.
But here's my thing, though. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but there was already 4 officers on scene and 2 more cars rolled up.
Dude, and he ran right into a fucking cop car. Like,
so
what were you gonna do?
He did. He knew he had did something wrong already.
Yeah.
So
I ain't going back.
Color has nothing to do.
He
with
was trying to fight his way out of it. Is what it was.
Our climate with the police and the affluent color
should know
community
better.
has nothing to do with.
You should be smarter than
okay.
that. Right.
No, fair enough. I just wanted to see that.
You bring up a valid point, because the reason why I had you play this video is because online people are going nuts. Oh, the cops killed another black man. No, this dude was an idiot.
Yeah.
If it was any
the
other
cops killed
race,
an idiot.
If you were a regular person and you saw a guy pulling up a shirt and all that on there, wow, right?
Yeah. So don't try to justify it because it's cops versus blacks. Or
There's
whatever.
plenty. You already have plenty of those cases, right?
This dude was a complete and utter fucking moron.
Yeah.
And being a firearm enthusiast,
yeah.
Just bad judgment all the way around, bro. Like,
you're supposed to act different when you have a fucking gun on you.
Absolutely.
You should have carry yourself more responsibly than anybody else on the street.
Everything that I've read and everything that I've watched about the concealed carry lifestyle, because it's in our county almost impossible to get, but it's a lot of stuff that I've done research on because I would like to be able to conceal carry at some point in my life. But they will tell you that concealed carry is a lifestyle and you conduct yourself differently. If you're walking down the street and some guy is talking shit about your girl, what do? You
let that shit slide.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry we ruined your evening. We'll be on our way now.
Avoidance is the number one thing taught.
The reason is because if you go into a fight with that man, you are going to take his life because you have a firearm, and that is a responsibility you have to be willing to accept.
Yeah.
You're going to kill him. So is it worth taking a life versus just getting the fuck out of there? It's like those videos where they show you the best knife defense.
Yeah.
And the fucking instructor just beelines it the fuck out of the situation, just runs away.
Right.
That is the best knife defense.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of there. Call the police.
Anybody who's trained, who has like hand-to-hand combat training or martial arts training, will tell you when you're up against a weapon, your best line of defense is to just walk away.
Yeah, get the fuck out. Run away.
De-escalate.
Yep. Always.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there.
But just to touch on that, so we're in July, and remember last week I was like, I don't know what the exact numbers were for shooting.
Right.
So it's up to 1,846
this year in Chicago.
Just in 2018 alone.
In Chicago.
Wow. How much?
1,846.
What the fuck?
Damn.
And I almost brought that up, and that's
47.
Is that gun deaths versus
no? That's just shooting deaths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just shooting deaths, not because of the heat or the cold or whatever.
And that's not because of the police, though.
No.
Just any gun that shot someone, right?
So the police have only fatally shot 6 people, which
person that shot someone.
Right. So the police have only shot. He was number 6. Fatally shot 6 people in Chicago. But that's aside from the 1,846. So that doesn't encompass 1,846. The 1,846 are just citizens on citizen shootings.
They just killing each other over there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, there was like a 3-year-old little boy that just got shot up because mistaken identity and the bullet went somewhere it wasn't supposed to go.
Chicago's a shithole, man. It's got all the socialist policies. It's got all this government control over everything. No one can carry guns. I'm surprised that guy even had a fucking carry permit.
Right.
Like, I don't even know.
No shit.
And I'm almost willing to be 100% on this, that their training for their concealed permits is probably pretty legit.
Oh, yeah. It's like super.
Yeah.
Like,
the more statist your state is, the more likely you're going to have to go through way more hoops and training. You know what I mean? So he knew. There's no way he didn't know. He had to be.
What
guilty
the fuck was he thinking?
Why would you do that?
What the fuck was he thinking?
The first thing they tell you is you got to
comply. I'm all against, excuse me, this Freudian slip there for a moment, but I'm all against like lives being taken. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. Okay,
Right.
I consider myself a little more humanitarian in that regard.
Sure.
But like, what the fuck was he thinking? There has to be some level of accountability on an individual level to be able to be like, no, that guy,
No,
he
we
fucking
can't.
he made that decision. He put the last nail in his fucking coffin when he pulled that fucking gun out.
We can't have accountability because then we have to look at the individual, and the individual, if he's of color, then it's racism.
Well, that's kind of what Kenny was
Yeah.
saying, that they kind of pulled on the internet, right?
Yeah, which is BS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, look at the guy's actions. His actions dictated what he was doing, not his skin color.
Yeah.
Your skin color doesn't dictate your lifestyle and what you do. Your actions do.
And that's what I'm saying.
Stop
is like,
fucking using it as a crutch on either side. Stop using it as a crutch saying that, oh, because I'm brown or whatever
Right.
color you are, I can't do this. And stop saying because you are brown, you can't do this or whatever. It's stupid.
It's individual responsibility.
Exactly.
You don't take a whole group of people because one person did something stupid. I mean, you don't. To me, that's just a chicken shit way out of everything.
Yeah.
Poo poo caca.
Poo poo.
All right.
guy.
Lighter note, somebody else next.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, we're on guns. I feel like this is the that one.
Yeah, this is the next
Yeah,
logical
let's do
step
this
here.
one. All right.
All right.
So we got Glock pistol fishing in Florida. You're gonna have to bring that video back to the beginning though.
Yes, I can do
Yeah,
that.
so this guy goes out and he goes and swims in Florida, and he does this as a hobby, and he goes and fishes with his Glock underwater and kills lionfish that are an invasive species to the area, and they're destroying the coral reefs. So he's actually kind of doing good here and being sporty about it, right?
Sporty spice.
So check this out.
Let's fucking check this shit
Pretty
out.
cool.
Yeah, sorry again for the echo, folks, but you have to just deal with it.
Pretty cool.
Look at that. Oh, dropped the round. Better pop that back in the mag. Underwater.
Ooh, legit.
Call that a marine load.
Perfect name.
Marine reload.
When he's not working as a mortgage broker, Cortland Hunt is on the hunt for lionfish. At first,
Look at that ugly son of a bitch, dude. Fuck lionfish.
Rather, he just wanted to see if he could shoot his Glock underwater.
I don't like he has a finger on the trigger there. That was kind of stupid.
Many tries later, he got it. His
Oh, he wouldn't even show it.
6 feet in distance, his gun more than 100 feet underwater.
Yeah, at least you
Lead
put the
free.
magazine in the right way.
Dude, lead-free bullets.
Here's how many there were in 1985, and then 30 years later. As
Ooh.
a diver, Hunt has seen the damage himself.
The fuck is that on his barrel, you think?
No fish, no bait fish, no grouper. They eat everything.
They also threaten coral reefs.
Some sort of a
and
weird
have no natural
barrel
predators.
extension.
What started out as a hobby, diving in with a beefed up Glock,
This is kind of a neat
turned
transition.
into a real mission to protect the environment. So far, Hunt has killed more than 100 of these lionfish. These striped
Nice.
predators are such a threat.
It's a nice cut.
Yeah.
The Florida Fish and Wildlife
that's nice.
Conservation Commission awards fishermen who kill the most.
Threaded barrel, not
Hunt,
California.
Not without danger.
For about 2 hours, I had difficulty breathing, and it was one of the most
'cause you got stung.
excruciatingly painful times of my life.
They experience a reminder on the importance of taking these fish out of Tampa Bay. Hunt's next project?
Building a better gun that goes further and shoots faster and longer.
Perhaps he'll switch his first name from Cortland
Fucking-
to Ultimate. In Bradenton, Isabel Rosado.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
kind of
man.
cheesy.
Yeah, that
about
was a
one.
stupid tag.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's
Or-
cool, right?
yeah.
I mean, dude, he's pissed off at that fish. He just did what I did. He went and found that fucking shark and fucking threw that line in there, pulled it up, took a mallet and fucking killed it. Same shit.
Dude, it's like
Stop making up
Same
shit.
fucking shit, bro. I didn't make that up.
Killing
it's a true
baby
story, bro.
sharks is not making
Nah,
fucking-
dude. It was either me or him, bro.
It was like that.
Nah. Nah, bro.
You mistake the
You
minnow for a
fucking know,
fucking
dude.
shark.
It still had the same amount.
It
of
was at
teeth.
least 2 times that size.
No, okay.
all right.
this way.
All right, now this is what's stupid about what that guy did, even though we think it's cool, is that this next video could have happened.
This could have been
Swimming
him.
around with this little glacky poo, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a fucking white shark.
Bam. Oh.
What the fuck, dude? So yeah, it's all fun and games killing the little lionfish, and then all of a sudden his fucking big cousin comes over,
He's
tries to
like-
eat your fucking head off.
Hey, buddy. What you got on your head there?
Yeah, right? Look at this fuck.
Hey, buddy.
Yum.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Stay out of the
like,
water.
Dude, that
Like-
would have been his whole head had he opened his
He
mouth.
like licked them. Yum.
yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, the other guy, cool thing, but that could have happened easily.
That would have been
Yeah,
very bad.
the odds are highly likely that would have happened.
Jesus.
Stay out of the fucking water.
Stay out of the fucking water.
Don't like it at all.
All right, so
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
So I entered you in to win a shark experience.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So hopefully we win, and then we're gonna go dive with some sharks in a cage.
Just one. I also entered you into experimental dildo.
Down. You can just stop there.
What the?
I'll save you from.
It's so you can try them out before it hits the market.
Yeah.
You know,
they're shaped like little sharks.
it's shaped like however you like.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, we'll talk later.
A battling ram.
Send me the info.
First of all, I was being serious, and he's stumbling over there horribly.
I entered you into some gay porn sites. Kenny.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. Anyways, next video.
Oh man! All right. So what are we gonna do? Jamie's just done right now. Yeah. Hey, I felt like we behaved most of the day.
Yeah, I know.
So it got a little shit show now.
You guys are fine. I just.
All right.
God damn it. Okay.
I don't know.
The stupid jokes. This stupid.
Yeah, this is some other shit. This is some other shit. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You guys want me to save this for the end? You guys want to go into the
let's go into the topic.
Okay.
We can do this at the end. Yeah.
We can do that at the end.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and go into our next freedom topic, which is gonna be tariffs, which are
They're terrible
form of taxation, which you very much know that none of us really agree on.
Yeah, taxation is stuff.
On both of those things. So, who wants to kick that off?
So tariffs are
terrible.
Tariffs are taxes or
Terrifies.
duties on certain
Goods.
products or goods that coming in or leaving our country.
Yeah.
That's about right. Summed it up.
Yeah.
You have all
Kenny,
That's
can
all
you
you
use
got?
words, please? Remember?
Okay.
words. They're funny.
Yeah. So tariffs are basically
Words are weird.
our president just put tariffs.
I know a lot of 'em.
on goods, which was American steel and aluminum for Canada,
Aluminium.
and Mexico, right? And then he's talking about putting tariffs for China, Europe, and everything else.
So he put $50 million tariffs on $50 billion of tariffs on China, and in retaliation, China did the same thing to us. So
It's actually more than that.
well, that was the starting.
That was what was reported.
That was starting like what we know.
Right.
What I know.
So for freedom fighters at home, tariffs are basically a tax that we do not agree with, right?
Correct.
And what we're all trying to basically say here in a nutshell, like we'll get more into it, but if we impose a tax on a foreign country, they can just do the same thing. So now everyone's paying even more. It's not free market.
No, it's not.
Right.
You know?
So what's good for America is trade, not tariffs.
Yeah, free trade, right.
Free trade is good. Tariffs are bad.
Almost any economist you talk to is going to tell you.
Exactly. So basically, it breaks down. We're just going to talk about how this affects California because that's what we're based out of. It affects everybody in the United States.
Yeah.
But just to give you a rough idea of just alone.
Is this the steel one that we're talking about mostly?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, between Mexico and Canada, California stands to lose $5.6 billion in tariffs that they've imposed on us. And what we've imposed on them as far as like goods. So that means we raise the price of our goods. They're not going to purchase them from us now. They'll go somewhere else, China or wherever, because we're not the only ones that produce this, right? The crazy thing is, like, California's exports for like the goods that we export that actually that are now being taxed, basically a tax, an extra tax on top of whatever they were paying, would be pastry goods, breads. Number 2, so we've lost $84 million for pastries, breads, and other grain type products. The other one is
that all because it's grain, like a grain tariff on them, or what? What's that from?
Yeah, so there's like a tariff on the wheat.
Oh, okay,
and
got you.
So
got you.
yeah. And then the other one was seasonings, like seasoning salt, garlic, pepper,
Spices,
like
and
spices
things like that. Yeah.
So that one's $56 million, and then lastly, which is kind of weird, but like seats, like stuff made out of wood, which I didn't even know that we were like a large exporter of like wood goods.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so 43 million.
We got forests.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's forests all over the United States.
Okay, so
you're talking just California.
Yeah, we're just talking about California.
We do have a lot of forests, so I'm just
we
out there.
live in an area that's really fertile, probably more than any other place in the United States. So they call this area the salad bowl because we produce
salad toss. Look it up.
They call it the salad bowl.
It's a whole,
so we're the salad
bowl, right?
Whole other
because we export so much like lettuce and garlic and
mushrooms,
tomatoes, all that
like
stuff,
all the stuff you eat.
Dirty Sanchez picks them, so just look it up.
That's probably our leading export is what do they call it? Produce. Produce. It's probably our largest export.
Actually, it's not though.
No. What is it?
I just read them off.
Oh, there you go.
So what is the largest?
Were you not paying attention?
Export.
No, I missed it. I wasn't.
Pastry goods.
Oh,
breads.
pastries. That's well, no, that's what I'm getting at. So in order to make those things, you have to grow.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
So in order for them to hit us the hardest, they're going to go after our produce industry.
Right.
And of course they're going to make their money on that.
Yeah. Yeah, growing all the.
So when we imposed tariffs, when Trump decided he was going to impose tariffs on other countries, in retaliation, they imposed it on us. And what happens is there's no benefit to it because the money is offset. We offset each other.
Right.
The only thing that happens is the price of costs.
Everything goes up.
The price of goods and services goes up through the roof.
So we get it. So you as a voter, as a consumer, gets affected by this.
As a consumer, we wind up paying,
fucked in the ass.
We wind up paying more for everything,
right?
Because the goods and services are so much more expensive now.
Exactly. Not only that, he was saying that it's going to bring jobs back to the United States and all this stuff. It's a lie.
No, all it does is protect the industry that say like steel, right? Like we were doing shitty in steel. We're not exporting. We're not making that much. So in order for us to be more competitive, so this is the understanding behind it. In order for us to be more competitive in the market, in the world market, we have to impose steel tariffs on anything coming in. That way we can so Americans stop buying foreign steel and start using American steel.
But
it doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't work because 4.8 million people are going to lose jobs because of it.
Yeah.
Prime example. So you had Harley, which is an American company. Motorcycle company. For those of you that don't know, the majority of their bikes are used steel. Trump imposes a tariff on steel. They basically fold up shop here in the United States and moved over to the Europeans because it's cheaper. It makes their bikes cheaper. Otherwise, they would have to raise the cost of motorcycles, which are already astronomically high.
Fucking the steel horses over.
Yeah.
Well, that and the industry is kind of, losing its base.
Well, that's because Sons of Anarchy is not on TV anymore.
People aren't really buying motorcycles anymore.
Well, no, people aren't buying Harleys.
They got a sequel coming out.
Right.
Harleys, yeah.
So it was already kind of...
Jamie?
They got a sequel coming out.
Oh, ooh.
It's going to be based off of the Mayan MC.
Oh, I think I did hear about that.
Okay, nobody cares. So
Please don't.
Basically, it's kind of shaky. Harley was already shaky.
Like the guy calling in for the coupons.
Exactly, just like that. Yeah. So they, same thing with the company that, what was it, an air conditioning company? Where he was like, oh, I'm saving everybody's jobs or whatever, and giving, the tax break for the corporation. They ended up folding up and taking the money and running.
We mentioned that before, but I still don't remember.
Yeah. No, it was solar panels.
Oh, solar panels?
Yeah.
No?
I thought they made.
Well, they did that with that too, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Now that was Obama that did that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But still,
Wrong dick.
So Trump imposed tariffs on solar panels.
One of these status fucks.
Because they're made outside of our country. I think China is our leading.
Oh, the wafers or whatever that.
Right.
Yeah. So basically,
wafers.
Yeah. The
Frenchies eat those.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
With
and
tea
then
and crumpets.
With China, it's like $4 billion that we're losing for as far as like our exports go, and then it's $383 million to Europe. Right?
Yeah. Right.
So he was saying that because he put the tariffs on China, their market was going to crash and all this stuff. as of right now, going into the fourth quarter, their market is down 0.5%. So it was like 6.8. The last quarterly earnings for May and June, it was 6.7. So the consumers are actually buying more now because, unlike here, the cost of goods didn't go up because now they have an increased influx of goods, right?
Yeah.
So their costs and everything didn't change, and actually their spending went up to like by 9%. So it's not working.
No,
your tariffs don't work. Stop.
They should have never been imposed in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look up Milton Freeman, and you can look up him on YouTube and type in tariffs, and you'll see he's one of the old school economists. I think in the 80s.
Yeah,
good shit, man. He's just telling you how this doesn't work, and everything basically Kenny just said is pretty much just what he said.
Right. Not only that,
you lose jobs out of this whole thing.
People don't understand that a large part too of the Great Depression had to do with tariffs. It wasn't the sole reason, but it was it was a part of it. Had to do with tariffs that created the Great Depression.
Those fucking terrorists come over and fuck everything up.
And we're taking business advice from a man that's filed bankruptcy 3 fucking times.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Oh, and on that note, so all the Republicans, I'm a capitalist and all that, go fuck yourselves. Because you ain't. You guys are all supporting this shit, and it's not free market. It's fucking
not.
bullshit. You go listen to your guys' selves in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and listen to what you guys are saying. You are against capitalism. When you oppose all these taxes, you're against free market capitalism. Sorry.
It's basically like cutting your own fucking hand off. Like
fucking stupid. And Trump, stop being... a little side note here. Trump is not a fucking conservative. He's not
in the least.
He's closer to a fucking Democrat. So you guys are fucking, and Democrats, you guys are fucking stupid. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. He's doing the same shit that Obama did.
The exact same shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know that
Just
Clinton,
suit.
all of them, they're all the same fuck.
This is how ineffective our government is. So the Congress can overturn tariffs. They can abolish tariffs completely. President Trump doesn't have the power to be negotiating like this without Congress.
Right.
So Congress is supposed to be making sure that they're protecting the people against shit like this, but they're so ineffective that they just let Trump steamroll.
Yeah, Ron Paul actually proposed that question on I don't remember what news station it was, but he even said,
CNN,
he was like, where does he even get the power to do this?
Yeah, he does.
I'm going to tell you right, he's doing shit that no other president has done.
Well, each one gets more executive order power, if you notice that.
Right.
Bush, and then it goes into fucking Obama, and then now this.
Where
so
he's
it's
just in
fucking
the office
crazy.
just like, you know what, we're going to do some tariffs
They
today.
all do the same shit. Yeah. They're the same shit.
It's the same fucking pig, just different color lipstick.
That's it.
Like, seriously, people, wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Fuck's wrong with you?
We don't
try freedom.
We don't like taxes. We don't like tariffs because it's aggressive. It's aggression. It's aggression against the people of the United States. Not only that, but it's aggression against another foreign power. And aggression against another foreign power is war.
Absolutely. You are absolutely right, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
He's trying to destabilize the United States.
I didn't have a whole lot to say throughout this segment, but I learned a lot.
Yeah.
So there's
a little
that.
short and sweet, but yeah.
I liked it.
Tariffs bad.
Tariffs are bad, bro.
Trade good.
Write your local congressperson. Tell them to abolish tariffs.
It shouldn't be like what Chris said at the end. You don't initiate force against anyone. And why are you initiating force against other countries? It's fucking insane.
Right.
It's stupid.
Well, you know, he for some reason I think he's trying to balance the deficit.
Right. I feel like he's doing a lot of the economic stuff that he's doing to just make a short-term fix to make him himself look good when he gets out of office.
I mean, because really,
these are only short-term fixes, if at all.
So
it's like gambling.
So the national debt is $21 trillion.
Over, yeah.
So even if he brings in, I don't know, 50, 70, 80, 600...
$100 million?
Billion dollars.
It doesn't do anything.
It's only a fraction of what we owe. What we owe. Like, I mean...
we owe China.
Yeah, right now I think we owe China something like $17 trillion.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They own us.
So I was having a talk with somebody, and they said that if we lower the deficit, we lose our credit rating in the world.
Oh, yeah. We definitely do.
Yeah, so...
prime example, that's what happened to Britain and the EU when they... with the What is
Collapse of the EU.
what is it? What is the thing?
Euro.
The euro. Yeah, same thing. And then prime example of that, Greece.
Yeah.
Right, Greece, yeah.
Prime example of that. So that's why that's why you just borrow more against what you already have, so that way
You just print more money.
yeah. We'll just print
Oh,
more.
The bank will never run out of money. 'cause
The
you can
old
print it.
fractional reserve banking system. We gotta love it.
Exactly.
We gotta
Yeah.
love it. And the Fed.
Oh, and by the way, you don't have a government, you have a corporation.
Sure. Yeah.
Fucking A. All right.
Corporate pigs.
Okay. I think that was a nice little wrap up right there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that was good.
Dope.
Dirty Sanchez, look it up.
I do too.
No, don't look that up. Stop
Look it up.
telling people to look shit up.
I mean,
I'm Mexican and I agree.
Don't do that, people.
Yeah.
That's just nasty.
Look it up at your own risk. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not formally
And make sure you wash your hands for
endorsed
20
by
seconds.
the show.
It is definitely not endorsed. These two nasty asses.
It's endorsed by Chris and Johnny. That's
Nasty.
that's it.
Nasty.
That's
Just
it.
trying to help freedom fighters out, bro.
Hey, man.
You guys want to see this video?
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on to some free talk here. This has nothing to do with tariffs.
But it has to do with fucking,
Wait,
right?
terrorists?
Maybe. No, not terrorists.
It says
Because
fucking
tariffs
terrorists.
are terrorists.
I
wanna see
said
fucking video.
tariffs.
But
is what I
tariffs
said.
are economic terrorists.
Ooh.
Boom, mind blown. I'm out.
Mic drop.
All right.
Why does that
So
look like
okay,
poop?
so this is a video of a buddy of mine who was
that
on our
poop?
Is
last
this San
show.
Francisco?
No, it's in.
It's in a place.
No, that would be on the
No,
sidewalk.
I think he's in. Fuck, I think he's in Washington, Oregon.
All right.
He's in.
Ah,
I think he's.
okay.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember now.
The
He's in
nor-
one of the northernmost.
He's in the
states.
furthest northern
And I'm the
point of
geography guy, right?
Geography's weird.
Yeah. Just because I don't remember which state he lives in
Oregon,
doesn't mean I
whatever.
don't know where they are. Okay,
Yeah.
like fuck, that's where geography's
The north.
weird.
The
But
north.
yeah,
He's in the
north
Pacific
of
Northwest.
California.
Pacific
So-
Northwest somewhere.
This is a video
Pooping
that
in
he
dirt.
posted, and it's like it seems to be just dirt on the ground, but it's on fire or smoldering.
Ooh.
Oh.
He posted it like, what would cause this? And so a lot of people are like, oh well, I've seen that like when somebody flicks a cigarette out the window or something like that. But that's fucking dirt, dude.
So
That's just dirt burning.
I
What?
just seen something like
you know
this.
what it
I was
is?
What
wondering if I-
is
Sure it's not
that?
a septic
I-
tank with.
I know what it is.
What is it?
So, if you look where the plants are, it's probably the fertilizer they use or the manure. Because we actually had this happen.
What's going on here? Oh, he's running it back. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on here?
It just
That
wanted
looks
to autoplay.
weird though.
Eh.
But I just seen something like this.
You think it's like a chemical burn, Kenny?
Yeah, so there's like some kind of reaction between the dirt and the manure. Because we actually had this happen at my job when they brought in big, huge trucks of manure. And when they laid it down, some of it started like
I feel like
smoking.
Kenny's full of shit right now.
It's fucking weird,
always
dude.
full
It's
of
just
shit.
so weird that would
Don't trust
do that.
Kenny.
I don't know.
So I seen something like that, but there was actually flame coming off of it, and it was liquid sulfur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much the same concept.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So fuck you, Johnny.
Still full of shit.
Always.
That was a reference to the fertilizer.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I am
You
full
guys
of shit.
Do it.
Just get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
You guys gotta just get your shit together.
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
All together and put it in a backpack. All your shit. So it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere, you know?
Yes.
Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
That sums up our show.
You just gotta
Yeah.
pretty much.
get your shit together.
And on that note, wah, wah, wah.
All right. All right. So we got another free talk here. Boy Wonder, can you pull up the next video?
Ooh, catchy nickname.
That I can
Yeah.
do.
By the way, that's
That I
Batman.
can do.
Yeah. All right.
What is
Let's bring.
what's his over here? What's his name?
St. Johnny.
No, that's Batman. We're talking about you.
So
Oh,
it's the-
me?
you got, okay, here we go. So it's called the what is it called? The Black Fly.
The black fly.
Yeah.
That's
And,
funny because I'm the brown guy. Black fly, brown guy.
No, Chris,
He-
that is not stick.
What?
You're not allowed to come up here.
Wow. So yeah, right. I was just like, wow. So, anyways, this is the. It's kind of like based off of the like the drones, and it's got 8 propellers, and they're trying to bring this to market in the next year or two.
No,
Why?
I'm against it.
Why?
Have you not been on our roads? That's all we need is niggas falling out of the sky because they didn't wreck. Yeah. No.
Roads?
Have you not
There's
seen
no roads.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
You don't need no fucking roads. So what you do is you program it and it'll send you to wherever you got to go.
Oh, okay. You're not actually flying, right? Okay.
Well,
thank
I
God.
think you can,
No,
but it's
no,
whatever,
I'm so against that. People
I
can't
think it's cool as
fucking
fuck,
drive.
dude.
No,
it's supposed to be the Jetsons. We could at least have this shit.
No, fuck that. I don't need somebody falling through my roof at 3 o'clock in the morning because they're drunk flying.
Only the Batman can fly.
Whatever, bro.
The Batwing.
I'd rather have the Batwing flying around than this shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's cool as shit, man.
The lines at DMV
Freedom,
are long
bro.
enough as it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's like some weird like loophole they're trying
No
to fix.
license
they,
required.
Yeah,
No
they're
license
trying to figure
required.
it out.
You can just fly that.
Yeah, it's like
apparently.
you joystick it.
Did you see the post that I put up?
No.
About the license expiring and the guy.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, I've seen that meme before. That one's
The
a good one.
FFA is going to have a problem with this.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying. They're already trying to.
Oh
fucking
yeah, because they
regulate
can't make money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course. That's why they're going to tax it.
You got to have
license.
Hey, man, you got to give the government
This thing's
their
pretty
cut,
cool, though, man. Look at that thing. I like it.
All I see is taxes.
I want one.
All I see is
That is
somebody
pretty
coming
cool,
through
though.
my fucking
And it's
roof
supposed
at
to
3
only
o'clock in the
cost like
morning.
what, $60,000 or something like
Oh,
that.
only.
Only 60.
Well, that's how much fucking SUV
Hey,
costs,
that's
right?
a Hellcat.
Well, whatever. Just saying.
Seven.
Not after the
707.
tariffs go up on fucking
Well.
plastic.
It's carbon fiber. It looks.
I
like.
think it's cool.
I think it's cool.
No, it's cool
pretty
as fuck,
fucking
dude.
tight.
Just,
No.
I can't get my mind out of fucking...
Can I get mine in pink?
I
I
can't...
can't. It can only carry like a 200 payload, so Kenny's
Oh,
fucked.
never mind.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah.
You'd have to hover like
Fat guy problem.
like 3 feet off the ground. Might as well put wheels on it.
Right?
Oh man. All right.
I was gonna
You
say.
guys got
something,
anything
but
else?
trying to
That
keep
was
it
kind of all I had
Yeah,
for
all right.
everything. I think.
Anyone else want to talk about anything?
Oh, did you guys want to hear anything about that app that I found?
Oh yeah.
Did we already
yeah,
show
yeah.
it? Did we
Speaking of
already?
airplanes?
Did
and
I
shit.
show it already?
No.
No, we
No.
watched it though, right?
Okay,
How much
we're
did you
gonna-
drink,
we're
bro?
gonna Cut down on the 32.
Well, no, it's because we watched it before.
It looks like you drank that whole 32 over there.
I did. I drank 132. Come on. What the
Wait,
fuck, who the
you-
fuck do you think I
did you
am?
drink the whole 32 already?
Yeah, dude. One? In our entire show, I usually go through 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing well. Doing well.
Let me see if I
Just
think
trying to
I might
find
have. I might have closed.
So it's
it.
basically an app on your
Anyways,
phone
you
that
spy
tracks
on planes.
aircraft.
Yes. There it is. Found it.
We got it. We're back. All right.
All right.
Nice
All right.
recovery.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and transition this over.
Mhm.
So yeah. We don't really need any sound for this. Yeah, so it's an app that you can put on your phone, and it has augmented reality built into it, so you can actually point it up at a plane like they're doing here, and it'll tell you in real time where that plane is going, the flight number, how fast it's going, its elevation, stuff like that. You can basically track the plane, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's a fucking.
And then they
it's really
said that
cool.
it had a camera for the front nose of the aircraft too, right? That you're able to watch right there. You're able to watch on the nose of the camera or the plane's nose. They have a camera.
I swear we watched this in the very beginning. I was like,
No,
someone said like
that was called show prep.
the terrorists were like,
Oh,
yeah.
this is like their number
That's
one
what
thing.
I was thinking.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
It's actually created by Aloha Snack Bar Industries. In case you guys were wondering.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's gonna use that? You use
With
it?
their turbines.
Yeah, I have it. A buddy of mine showed it to me, and I thought it was pretty cool that you could like.
Was it at
if it's
nerd convention?
even a medical flight or something like that
Why-
that's going
but
over,
what-
you can aim your
I said, was
phone
it
at
at a nerd convention?
Yes, I mean
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, yes.
Okay,
I think it's pretty cool.
What
I'm not wasting space for
But
that.
what is the purpose? Like, why would somebody like
So
a
you can
regular
know the
fucking
trajectory
individual?
of the rocket that you're gonna shoot at the fucking
Stinger.
plane.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
I
cool,
got this
man.
cool javelin.
Dude, what's wrong with information gathering? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just kind of creepy.
I just don't see what the
It's lightweight
benefit
creepy.
of it
If
is.
you so if you have a family member that is going on a flight, wouldn't it be kind of cool to see the progress of their flight
No.
in
Well,
real time?
you can actually do that with the flight information.
Yeah,
on-
but it's this
on
is
In
the
real
app that
time,
does
though,
it in
you
real
can
time,
like
though.
see where it's going over. Like I don't know. I just think it's fucking.
I really
cool.
wouldn't care. You got there safe, cool. Loved you. It was good seeing you. Peace. I'm not gonna be pointing my phone at the sky like some weirdo.
You don't have to point the sky.
It just
point
said
the
He also
You don't
plays
have to.
Pokemon
You don't
Go,
have to do that to
Wait,
like
you
fucking
do not
track.
play Pokemon Go.
Why did you fucking? Why did you fucking bring it up, Johnny?
Yo, you don't play Pokemon Go.
Oh,
I'm level 28. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, there you go. Who cares, man?
What?
I don't give a fuck if
You play
do.
Pokemon Go?
It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
So
know.
what?
Whatever. Okay, fine.
I
You
don't
guys
care.
hammer on me for it. Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't give a
good.
shit.
So it's been a good show. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah. I guess that's probably going to be it. We should probably go ahead and end on that note, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, folks. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Go ahead, Chris. Take us out.
I feel like there was a wrap up there somewhere.
Yeah, I feel like there's a wrap up and shout out.
We already did shout outs.
You want to do?
How about the?
So make sure you like, subscribe, smash that subscription button.
share, comment,
Share, comment, leave us comments. We need more comments, people.
the face
I
bizzle.
feel like I'm pandering. Can you get more comments?
Right?
We need
Subscribe. Especially
Flashing on the
YouTube.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you check us out on YouTube if you're not already checking us out. And if you are, tell a friend, bring more friends, tell another friend, bring a friend, bring a friend.
Tell your mama.
Yeah.
Tell your brother. Tell your sister.
Let's do it like this. So next week on the episode, first 10 people to leave a comment, we'll get something together for you.
I feel
There
like
you
the
go.
first 3 people.
We'll go first 10.
Since we've only.
First 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, first 10.
So on YouTube, right?
Yep, on YouTube. First 10 people leave a comment and tag a friend in it. Yeah. We'll let you know what you're going to get.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I like
Won't
it.
be
Chris?
a 32 ounce though.
Got any extra?
I'm doing a quick little wrap up.
Yeah,
here.
no, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you have anything else you want to add?
I just want to add this. It's hot, and when you're hot, best way to cool down is no drawers.
Yeah.
No-
or a pool
First
inside
of
your
all-
or
swimming pool inside your living
or a
room.
fucking
He said
pickle
no drawers,
slush.
no draws.
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 No draws.
You gotta say draws.
You ain't
No
gonna wear
cojones.
draws.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
That's
That's a whole other
nothing
thing.
to do with-
No cojones. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, so
guys.
before we go to, I don't want to get too much dead air here. I did a quick little wrap up for us here. So we'll go and take it out. All right. We're going to start off with don't be a socialist, asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Stay out of the water, asshole.
Yeah,
Again
duh.
and still.
We keep telling y'all, stay
Yeah.
out of the water.
Don't chug pickle slushy, asshole.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Like,
That
that
was
just
just
seems
disgusting.
fucking terrible.
Stupid idea.
If you conceal carry, don't draw on the cops, asshole.
Fucking idiot.
Not even with the Sharpie.
Real easy. And once again, just to drive it home, mind your own business, asshole.
Mind
Yeah.
your own fucking
Mind your
business,
own goddamn
asshole.
business.
And if you shaking on the phone, you should definitely mind
Not
your
be
own
called-
business.
Yeah, you got a fucking
Coupons.
problem.
We got a coupon.
Oh, I got one more.
A coupon.
If you're the president of the United States, don't impose tariffs.
Asshole.
Yeah, that's it for us. We're out of here. Thank you, freedom fighters, for joining us. Once again, don't trust your leaders. We out.
Peace.